This is Talon on TPK Stunts, and today I'm doing a tutorial on the monkey and Kong vault. And for this vault, we're going to start out with the monkey. It's like an earlier progression to the Kong vault. The Kong vault is that crazy one you see a lot of people do really big ones of, where they put their hands on the object and they pull their legs through, and they go flying across big gaps and stuff like that. So for the monkey vault, which is useful just for getting up on stuff, you're going to do basically the same thing as what the Kong vault looks like. You're going to take your hands, put them on the object, and the goal is to get your feet up in between your hands like this. Alright, so if you're not sure if you have enough flexibility to tuck like this, what you can do is practice jumping up and trying to get your hips as high, even higher than your head if you can, to see if your feet will clear the object like this. See how my hips got really high and my feet were well above this surface. The higher you get your hips, the easier it is. You can, as high, depending on how high your hips are, you can land more standing up or more crouched if you're not getting your hips as high. If this is landing more crouched, and then this is if I get my hips up. So there's a little bit of a difference. Get comfortable with that. So before we do the monkeys for distance, we're going to do on the ground. This is basically a Kong vault, except on the ground. Once you can do it on the ground, you'll be able to do it over something. So what you're going to do is you're just going to find a flat spot, probably not cement for the first couple times. You don't want to land on your knees and stuff, but pick some grassy spot, and you're just going to go like this. And try to get your feet as far forward past your hands as you can. Even if you can't get them past your hands, try to get them right there. And try diving too. Try getting more distance. And then once you're comfortable with that, you're going to push it to the table and try to get as far across the table as you can while placing your hands right by the edge. Alright? There's two different ways to take off for a Kong vault or monkey vault when running. One is this is what I find you see most people do from instinct, is they punch where they bring both their feet together and blame. It helps you get more height, more power. So it's like this. It's a little bit harder to get distance with that, and it just kind of disrupts your flow. You don't keep your forward momentum as much. So I recommend you learn, besides learning that technique, to practice doing a split leg takeoff like this. So that'll help with your flow and stuff. And then make sure you practice taking off from different feet too. Doing the split leg, you'll take off your right foot and then your left foot too, so you're more adaptable. So once you've gotten pretty good at going up far, another thing you can try is trying to dive out on the object when landing in a monkey vault. Like that. And a technique that'll help is for getting distance. Dip your shoulders down and heave them up like that. So you're swinging your arms, it's kind of like this. Like that kind of motion. So it looks like this. Alright, so for the Kong vault, you're just going to pick an object. And the key part for this is you want to make sure you don't lean back when you're going over the object. Because you'll lose your balance. You want to just keep your weight forward. So you're going to push through with your arms and let go as your feet come over the object. So it's like this. Alright, so notice how my center of gravity never went that way. My chest was forward and my knees are tucked. The faster you go, the easier it is to get over a wider object. But if you're not comfortable with it, find like a fence or something, or short wall even, just anything really. And then over here, you can try doing it over the full-out picnic table. It's a little bit more difficult, kind of a wide spot. For this one, I find it easiest if you dive out and put your hands near the end. But you can put your hands right here and still clear the table, depending on how much speed you have. So you can just play around with the techniques and have fun with it. This is the going over the table though. Sit tight for next week's tutorial, and I'll see you in a bit.